I'll be real. Okay. Now, now that we're done with part one, let's get down to part two. Look, part three, I will give you part three probably tomorrow, but part two is definitely, you might want to stick around for part two. My fiance, her name says it all. Her name is Chrissy. Her father is a lawyer. My girlfriend, her mother is a kindergarten teacher. And she's in a rock and roll band. Her sister, Jessica, works at Starbucks. My girlfriend, her sister, Jessica, works at Starbucks. No, my girlfriend, her sister, Jessica, works at Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, my girlfriend, her sister works at Dunkin' Donuts. She's a very supportive woman. Her family is very supportive of us being together. Her sister Jessica is very supportive of her sister and her girl being together. My girlfriend's sister is very supportive of us being together. From the moment I popped the question, I asked my fiance's parents' hand for their daughter's hand in marriage. They both said yes. I asked my fiance's sister for her hand in marriage. She said yes. It's not every day you meet somebody special. The first time I impressed my girlfriend's sister, it was like a breath of fresh air. The first time we got together, just days after me and my ex wife had broken up in 2021. Me and my ex wife had recently got divorced back in 2021. I already told y'all part two. I already told y'all what part one was. Part two is going to be great. Let me tell you, part two, it was the day that started it all. When I first became, you know, single. Before I was single, I didn't have nobody to spend time with. I was lonely as a frog pond. But when that girl came into my life, it was like a breath of fresh air. That girl came into my life like I knew from the very moment. And she and I had something very special going on. Let me tell you, I love my girlfriend, and there is nobody on this planet who can tell me different. That she understands me more ways than one. Well, she's my girlfriend and she's my fiance. My fiance and I, we have a very special, special relationship, one that nobody understands. I do like her a lot. She means the world to me. But I will say, the first time we got together, we were just friends at the time. We took it slow. We didn't rush into anything like most people do. We took our time with things. We were friends for almost how many years? 6 years. No, you know what? I want to say, yeah, 6 years. 6 years. That's how long me and my girl have been together. We've been together for almost 6 years now. The family knows it, and I know it too. Yeah, we've been friends for a long, long time. Let me tell you, I love my girlfriend. She's now my fiance now. After the chaos that happened back in 2021 with my last ex-wife, I knew I was never going to let this one go. From the moment me and my ex-wife got together, everything was cool between me and my last relationship. My last relationship, there was no issues, no tension, no fighting, no nothing. But then my ex-wife, the reason why I decided to jump back into the dating pool is because my ex-wife is the one that started this whole thing. I told y'all from the very beginning, from the first story time. This is part two. I met my fiance's parents just days before me and my first ex-wife had broken up back in 2021. After me and my first ex-wife broke up back in 2021, I remember the first time we got together, it was love at first sight. I fell in love with my fiance's parents. My fiance's parents fell in love with me. It was like, I mean, I am quite a catch. We had an amazing time, you know, getting to know each other. We were friends for nearly almost 6 years now. 6 years. That's how long me and my fiance have been friends. Just days after me and my first ex-wife had broken up back in 2021. My first ex-wife, she was the reason behind me dipping my toe back into the dating pool once again. Because our relationship was toxic. My first ex-wife, we had a very toxic, scary relationship. Now, part two, first time I met her, me and her, the relationship between me and my fiance, we got real close ever since we first met. My fiance is 20 years old, 20. She's 20. She's still young. She's still in her teen years. But you know what? I like them young. Mm. I knew from the very first moment, from the moment we first met, I knew it was love at first sight. It was like a Romeo and Juliet type of story. That's the story that me and my fiance and I had a good relationship. You know how long? 6 years. You know, I told the world, I think 6 years is a good enough time for us to even be together. And I said to her those very first two words. I fell in love with her. The first person who made the first move was definitely the shy one. When I first met her, I was pretty convinced that she was going to be a great fiance someday. I mean, I kind of already knew what I was getting myself into when I first met my very first fiance. We started off as close friends. We ended up being far more than just. I knew from that moment on, God had shown me a sign. And God told me that ignore what my friends just said. Mm, my friends, they don't know nothing about true love. My friends, they want to be players all their lives. My God said, let them be players all their lives. They're not going to get anywhere if they're going to continue being players and pimps and dogs. God told me, you do what's best for you. If you think this girl is worth waiting for, this girl will wait. So I said to myself, this girl is definitely worth waiting for. The person I fell in love with after just days after me and my first ex-wife had broken up. When I first met this person, it was like she definitely was worth waiting for. And I waited a long time for actually until that very special day, February 18th. I popped the question February 18th. That day came along. It was like, so yeah, I knew from the very moment my fiance and I got together, I knew it was like a wedding to remember. We're gonna get hitched on Mother's Day. So yeah, Mother's Day, we're gonna have a very special wedding. I cannot wait for Mother's Day. So we can finally jump the broom, as they say. But it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I cannot wait. I am super, super excited. But yeah, I listened to all those folks. My first ex-wife told me not to get hitched. My best friends, they told me not to get hitched. Nobody wanted to see me happy, but the only person who did was the man upstairs. He told me to do what's best for me and take it slow and not rush into anything serious. So I did. Me and my fiance, we became friends instantly. The second I asked her to marry me, just days after becoming friends, we were friends for almost 6 years. And in those 6 years, I knew it was worth it. 6 years of us being best friends, and 6 years of us actually sharing a lifetime together. Just think about it. I cannot wait. And I know from the moment I first met her, I knew it was something special. It had to be. My ex-wife, my first ex-wife was unsupportive. My best friend and my first ex-wife, they were terrible influencers. Terrible influencers. Telling me not to get hitched and do all this other stuff. They was just terrible. So yeah, it was just all I can say is me and the girl that I'm dating, we took our time with it. We didn't rush into anything. We took our time with it. We were very patient. 6 years of us being together. We literally decided to just go ahead and just do it. I mean, my fiance and I, we love each other. No matter what my friends or my first ex-wife said, I still care about her, and I know she cares about me. I love my fiance, and I'm completely over my first ex-wife. No, 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 no. Nah, that's my ex-wife. That's my ex-wife. That is my ex-wife. We not together no more. Me and my ex-wife, we were once the perfect couple. We're not the perfect couple anymore. We are over. Me and my ex-wife are done. That was my ex-wife. That was a long time ago. This picture was taken 2020, no, 20 years ago. This was 2018. This was over 20 years ago. That's my ex-wife. That's a picture of me and my ex-wife. We not together no more. That's a picture of me and my ex-wife together. We not together no more. No. But I keep this picture to remember all the good times me and my ex-wife had. This was before she had the kid. Yeah. We're not together no more. Don't worry, we're not together anymore. We broke up. We got divorced back in 2021. Me and my ex-wife got divorced back in 2021. Back in 2021, we got divorced. We're not together no more. So don't. This is an old picture. This is an old photo. This photo is not. This is a very old photo. Yeah, we're not together anymore. Yeah. This was back in 2021. We got divorced. We got divorced. And that's me and my ex-wife. That's us again. That's us. That's me and my ex-wife again. No, I think this was me. I was watching my ex-wife drive off with our kid. Hello, hello, hello. How have you been? Like the part two. I would say. I thought about it. I gave it some thought. Nah, this is me up to no good. I'm always up to no good. Don't do it. No, no, no. Wow, you see this? Wow. Oh, sorry. Whoops, my bad. That was my fault. My bad. Oops. Nope. I hope they don't kill me with that one. I gotta delete that photo. That photo, I gotta delete that. I gotta delete that. Wait, hold on. Oh, wait. Hmm. Hold on, I gotta start over. I gotta do